I am curious on the understanding relationship to truth. So in the relative, what is real truth? Everything appears to be a perspective. What holds true maybe on this planet, it's not the rest in the universe. Even this, what's true in this universe, this doesn't hold in other universes. So it appears that everything is just a perspective, and maybe truth itself is really just only the totality of all perspectives in creation. Is that your understanding of it?
Absolutely. And there was a time in the past, up until, the 17th century, that people believed that mathematics was absolute truth, because it's so beautiful and clear, and 1 + 1 is 2. And of course, it's like that. But then in the 19th century, different kinds of geometries came along. And that was when they understood that if you have different axioms, you're going to get different results. And when I said a theorem is something that's true, I was glossing over the fact that it's only true in that set of axioms. Euclidean geometry you studied in high school. You're all familiar with that. But you can also do the geometry on a sphere. Now, in Euclidean geometry, you can have parallel lines. You can have two lines that go on and never meet. On a sphere, you don't have straight lines, but you have great circles. A great circle is as big as the equator. If you have two great circles on a sphere, they are always going to intersect. So there's no such thing as parallel lines. You're not going to have the Pythagorean theorem. So you're going to have different truth. And so it took maybe 50 to 100 years for mathematicians to discover that they did not have absolute truth, that truth was relative to the axioms that they had. And that was good enough. Everybody was happy with that. At first, it was a shock, but then they said, oh, okay, in this set of axioms, this is true. In this set of axioms, this is true. And that's the way it is. And so and when I teach this in class, I point out that the search for absolute truth has to be beyond a mathematical theory. It can't be found within a mathematical theory. And mathematical theories are very, very abstract. And pretty much the only thing more abstract is consciousness. So that's really the only place. And in that field, you can have different things that don't agree with each other, which is beautiful.